Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a guy who likes to go to a lot of wrestling shows, a lot of WWE premium live events, pay-per-views, and inside this video, I'm going to show you all my premium live event pay-per-view chairs from Sitting Floor. So this chair collection video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, just get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code HODGE at checkout, and you guys will actually get $20 off your tickets. This is, however, for first-time orders only. So if you guys have used SeatGeek before, just like make a new account. Still use my code HODGE, saves $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world. Brandon Hodge here, your king of vlog style, and I'm in a bit of a different location. As you guys can see, I'm no longer with my usual setup in Florida. I am now back in Tennessee, just for right now. And this is where my lost WWE collection is. The rest of my wrestling stuff I didn't have the room for, including all my lovely pay-per-view chairs. Now soon I'll be getting a bigger place in Florida and have room for this kind of stuff. But as right now, it's right here in Tennessee. So I flew all the way here to Tennessee just to show you this. Just kidding, I'm doing a vlog. If you guys don't watch the Brandon Hodge vlogs, you definitely should, because Vlogmania, baby. But nonetheless, let me show you all my pay-per-view chairs. There's a lot. We gotta set them up. So let's do this. This is an updated version of this. I did one of these videos in like 2017. You guys loved it. So let's do it again like a lot of years later. So nonetheless, these are my chairs. Okay, so I was trying to do these all like in order of the first shows I've ever went to. I gotta say, this is kind of in order, but really not really. Hopefully by year we can do it. So I know this one for sure. So my first ever show I sat floor for that I was able to get the pay-per-view chair is Over the Limit 2012 PNC Arena, Raleigh, North Carolina. It's got Randy Orton on the seat. And this was, the main event of the show was John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. I remember that quite well. That was our main event, seriously. But this was my first ever one. And if anyone's wondering, how do you get a WWE pay-per-view chair just like this one? You just have to buy a floor ticket for a pay-per-view like row 1 through 5 most of the time, unless it's like a larger show. WrestleMania, I think they do like row 1 through 15 or 1 through 20 or something like that. But normal pay-per-views is like 1 through 5. I got this one, Over the Limit 2012. Raleigh, North Carolina. It was my first ever premium live event, first ever pay-per-view. And then I believe after that, I guess we'll go to the next one here. And I believe after that, it was this one. This is Night of Champions 2014, Nashville, Tennessee. I remember the main event of this show too, because it was such a good main event. The main event of Night of Champions 2014 was actually John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. You heard me right. That was such a phenomenal match, because it's like right when Lesnar returned to the WWE from UFC. So that was great to be there at like row 5 for that. So it's Night of Champions 2014, Nashville in the Bridgestone Arena. Alright, next up we got PayBack 2015. It's got Randy Orton on this one. This one was in Baltimore, Maryland. This was like row 3 I got. But by the way, guys, if everyone's like, how are you affording this? This is back in like, we're talking a while ago. Like this ticket was $300. It was like row 2 or row 3. It was like $300. And by the way, there's vlogs for like every one of these pay-per-views. But this one, this is PayBack, May 17th, 2015. That's when I caught John Cena's hat, by the way. But I believe the main event was like a fatal 4-way for the title or something. I don't really remember that one too well. But it's PayBack 2015 in Baltimore in the Royal Farms Arena. Next up, I want to say it was Survivor Series 2015. Now, this was not any ordinary Survivor Series. This was the Survivor Series that was the 25th anniversary of The Undertaker. This was in Atlanta, Georgia, in the, I guess it was the Phillips Arena, Atlanta, Georgia. It was absolutely wonderful time. We paid so much money for these seats. We had second row, camera side for the pay-per-view. We were on TV the entire time. This is one we really did pay a lot of money for. Like most of these chairs, like I said, the shows were like, the pay-per-view, some of them were like only $200. Some of them were $300, some were $500, which is a lot of money. This one we paid a whopping $800 for, which was insane. This is Survivor Series 2015, Atlanta, Georgia. Alright, next up, we got the freaking Royal Rumble. So this is Royal Rumble 2016 in the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida. We got One versus All, Roman Reigns on the chair, and that pretty much tells you which Rumble it was. But it was a wonderful Rumble. I drove through a freaking blizzard to be there, and it was such a wonderful experience. Vlog for that as well as vlog for everything on the channel. Royal Rumble 2016, Amway Center, Orlando. I think I had like row 5 for that one. Alright, next up we got Money in the Bank, June 19, 2016 in the T-Mobile Arena. This one's got Roman Reigns on the seat. Okay, what in the heck? Why is Roman on all the seats? I don't know, but nonetheless, Money in the Bank, T-Mobile Arena. This one was amazing because this is my first ever time on the West Coast. This one was in Las Vegas. I was only like 15 years old. I was freaking out walking the strip after the show, but it was so much fun, great experience. And Money in the Bank at T-Mobile Arena. One of my favorite pay-per-views, one of my favorite trips of all time. Of course, vlog for this as well as everything on the channel. I believe I had like row 3 for that. I paid like $300 for it. It was a wonderful deal and a great time in Las Vegas for Money in the Bank 2016. Alright, next up we got Night of Champions 2016. This one was in the Baker's Life Fieldhouse. This was in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's got a really cool design on the seat. It's got all the titles that were defended that night, I guess. So that is the really cool. I think I had like second row for that thing. There's also like a $300 pay-per-view. So it's Clash of Champions 2016 in Indianapolis. Alright, next up we got Royal Rumble 2017 in the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. This one on the seat literally has everyone. This one was great. It had like row 3 for the Royal Rumble. It's back when the tickets were actually affordable. And yeah, that was absolutely a fun time. Royal Rumble 2017, Alamo Dome, San Antonio. My first time ever to Texas. Such a wonderful trip. All right, next up we got Fastlane. We got Fastlane March 5th, 2017. This one's got Goldberg over the seat. So this one was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't know what in the heck I was doing in Wisconsin. I think I was in Chicago and I'm like, hey, let's drive to Fastlane, why not? And that was a wonderful time back in 2017. And that seat was like really cheap. For what we have, like second row or something for like $300. It was a great deal. All right, next up, so probably the best one in this whole freaking lot. We got WrestleMania. WrestleMania 33 in Orlando, Florida, in the Camping World Stadium. So this one was freaking incredible. As you can see, it has a roller coaster on the freaking WrestleMania logo. How cool is that? The seat literally has freaking everyone. It's just such a good theme. Got roller coasters going on, amusement park theme. Remember they copied the Universal Studios logo for the WrestleMania logo. It was like so cool, such a cool theme. This is my first and only ever time sitting floor for WrestleMania because as you guys know, WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year. The tickets are so much money and I paid over $1,000 for this seat. You heard me right, over $1,000. I paid the most expensive show. I will probably never do it again, but it was great going there. And now I have this to commemorate my wise, stupid, once-in-a-lifetime purchase of sitting floor for WrestleMania. I had like row 11 or something. It was really cool and like a dream come true. All right, up next we got Money in the Bank. We got Money in the Bank 2017. This was in the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis, Missouri. This one, I love the seat on this one. It's literally the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like that is a great look, and this one is a little unique as you guys can see, because it's actually autographed. I get it autographed by the winner of the Money in the Bank briefcase that year, Baron Corbin. Met him in a meet and greet, signed the thing, and he was like, oh, if you were there, I'm gonna let you hold the briefcase. You gotta hold the briefcase. So that was a cool time meeting Baron Corbin, telling him I was there, got him to sign it, get to hold the Money in the Bank briefcase. It was a great time. Money in the Bank, June 18th, 2017, Scott Trade Center. Great memories of that place. That was a lot of fun. All right, up next we got Battleground. We got Battleground July 23rd, 2017. This was actually in the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This one's got our, I guess, the current champion of the time, Jinder Mahal on it, and this was the Punjabi prison match show. So yeah, that was that show. Hopefully everyone remembers that. All right, next up we have No Mercy. No Mercy 2017, September 24th, 2017 in the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. So this was the only time I've actually, I guess, been to a show in California, and it was such a different crowd. I like seeing the different crowds. This one's got some good people on. We got Roman on there, we got John Cena on there, Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman. A phenomenal show. Absolutely love that. And that was the Roman Reigns versus John Cena match. Like the first time they did the match. No Mercy 2017, a great show. And actually did a road trip all the way from Tennessee to California. I drove for like 3 days nonstop to be there. So this one's got great trip memories, and there's like a whole vlog week to go with this this chair, this strip right here. All right, next up we got Hell in a Cell. My first time, I think, ever to Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, San Antonio, Texas, 2018, September 16th, 2018. This one's really cool. It's got the cell on the seat. How cool is that? So Hell in a Cell trip, that was fun. And yeah, that was Hell in a Cell 2018, San Antonio, Texas. All right, next up we got Extreme Rules. We got Extreme Rules 2019, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That was a fun show. On the seat, it's got just the Extreme Rules logo, pretty basic. But yeah, that was a good fun show. Extreme Rules 2019, Philadelphia. All right, next up we got Clash of Champions 2019. This was in Charlotte, North Carolina. The seat's pretty cool. It's back when Kofi was a champion. So this is Clash of, well, this isn't Clash, this is, oh, it is Clash. They keep switching between Clash and Night of Champions. They're confusing me, guys. This is Clash of Champions 2019, presented by Skittles in the Spectrum Center in Charlotte. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is my final pay-per-view chair. I haven't sat floor in a while, but I'm gonna get back to sitting floor to get some of these chairs. Just, they're charging so much money now. Like, I literally used to sit floor, and the reason I have all these chairs is because floor was $300. Like, that was, like, still a lot of money, but it was attainable if you save. But now, literally, floor for, like, literally every pay-per-view is like $1,000 or more, and it's, like, insanely expensive just for the regular pay-per-views. Not to even mention how expensive WrestleMania's gotten. But nonetheless, my final pay-per-view floor... But nonetheless, my final chair is WrestleMania. What WrestleMania is this? Because we had COVID. I guess this is WrestleMania 37, I want to say. It's 37. So this is WrestleMania, Raymond James Stadium, Tampa, Florida. Here is the seat. It's got everybody on. It's got our tribal chief right there. That was back in the, I guess, the heel run there. That's when Roman was like his first title defense as champion, well, on the whole bloodline kind of run. But this is WrestleMania, Raymond James Stadium, 2021. This is when they first did the two-night WrestleMania, April 10th, April 11th, 2021. And I also have this one, but this one is a Kmart chair. This wasn't from sitting floor or anything like that. Literally a Kmart. If you used to, I know Kmart's out of business now for everybody. We used to, if you spent like $75 or more on merchandise, WWE merchandise at Kmart, they would give you a voucher where you could literally buy the chair. You remember right? You had to spend $75 to get a voucher so you could buy the chair, not get the chair for free. You got to buy it for another like $80 or something. But this is WrestleMania 29 chair. But funny thing is, I actually was at WrestleMania 29. I just sat like riser. I wasn't floor or anything. But I had the chair to go with the show as that. So that kind of works for me. I kind of like that. So we got all these chairs down here. That's it, guys. That is all the chairs I have in my collection right now. Hopefully add more in the future if I can ever get some good deals on floor. It's just like, my entire like life going to wrestling shows, I was used to paying like $300, $500 at most for floor. Now you literally can't even find it for less than $1,000. You can find it for $1,000. That's a deal, because normally it's so much more. It's insanely expensive how much tickets have went up just in the past few years. It's insane. So I haven't sat floor since then, but hopefully in the future, I'll get another pay-per-view chair to add to the collection. So there you guys have it. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on my replica chair collection. Let me know if you guys have any chairs in the comment section down below. But thanks for watching, guys. I'm your one and only undisputed king of Vlogstyle, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.